Hi and welcome back to another video. Today I just got 10 new chicks. They are Isa brown Egglayers and they are about 18 weeks old now. And the geese are really happy that I got them, as you can hear. Especially the gander, he is hissing at me because I'm taking every chicken up and cutting some of the feathers of one of the wings just so that they can't fly, because it's a really light breed and I just don't want them to fly over the netting. And as you can see, the geese are really happy about it. I'm just putting all of the chickens in here, and they will stay here for a couple of days just so they get settled and know that this is their new home. So this is how I'm cutting the feathers, and I'm only doing it on one of the wings, because then if they jump or they try to fly, they will fly crooked and then they will stop it. If I cut both of the wings, they could still jump. I have one gander, and that's the one in the front you can see there, and the 3 others are geese, and they are all laying eggs right now, so that's why they are more aggressive than usually. And in the background I have all of my ducks, and now all the chickens got into this big cage so they can get settled. And on the other side of the fence there are some of my old chicks, and some of our friends are coming to get them in a few days, and they will eat them because they have stopped to lay eggs now. So this is how it looks, and for 2 days they will just stay in here, and then I will let them out. And I have these feed stations that the rats can't get in. There's a plate that they will step up on, and then it will open. And these first couple of days I'll just put a rock on so they can figure it out. And as you can see, they're really fast to learn, and in just 1 or 2 days I can remove the stone, and then it will just step onto the plate and eat from the inside. And this is all of our land, this little field. Over there I'll have my greenhouse, and I have my garden beds, and then there's the geese and the ducks, and you can kind of see where the fence is. We don't have the whole field, the rest is our neighbors, but we have enough room for all of our poultry. And as I said before, these are the old chickens that have almost stopped to lay eggs, so they will go bye-bye in a few days. And this is the chicken coop, and the red ones have half of it, and the other half is for the Orpingtons. And this is just inside the coop for the new chicks. And this is the next day, where we took Holly to Sønderborg, where my parents live, and we are training her to not be afraid of anything, and she really enjoyed the ride and the shopping cart. And then we visited my parents and their dog, and Holly was really happy to see him, but he wasn't that happy, as you can see.
Kom lidt ud fra. Er det så galt? Fnyser du helt, min ven? Men jeg tager dig ikke op. Nej, du må klare dig selv. Sæt dig respekt.
And then the next day, where we are back home again, the chickens have already laid their first egg. And this is the next day where I'm going to get our new baby chicks, or meat birds. I will have to go about 30 minutes each way to get them. And then the man in that big white truck, he just came from the hatchery. So I'll get them directly from there. They're in these boxes in my car now. And Holly is also here, and she doesn't know what that sound is because they're chipping so hard. And now I'm back home, and we already made that big card box ready yesterday, with all of the food and water and a heating lamp. So I'm just putting them in and dipping the beaks into the water so that they know where to go. The box is placed in our utility room where our furnace is, so it gives off a lot of heat, and then they also have a heating lamp. And they will stay in here for 1 to 2 weeks, and then I will put them out into my little greenhouse where they also have some heating lamps, because they grow so fast, but they are still too little to go all the way outside in this time of the year because it's still cold and wet. So then they will stay in the greenhouse for a few weeks as well. And I will show you that in one of the upcoming videos. And for the first day, I'm always starting them on this bird seeds, because it's easier for them to see, and it has another sound when they are trying to eat it off of the newspapers. And then the next day I will start them on some chicken feed. But as I said, it makes it easier for them to start to eat, and it will also help them keep their digestion in order. And then I'll giving them some sand. And they have already learned to eat it, as you can see and hear. And every time they make that sound with their beaks when they pick up some of the feed, the other chickens will hear that and try to eat it as well. And now I'm taking Holly for a walk, and we have this really long little road next to our house, and it goes 1 kilometer out to a forest, and no cars are coming here. Sometimes a tractor will come, but I can see and hear them far away, so out here she can run around without her leash, and she really enjoys that. And I'm also enjoying the view. As you can see, there's nobody as far as you can see, so it's really nice out here, and we can just go for a walk every day here. Now I'm going to water the ducks, and over here I have my Cayuga ducks, and I also have a few Muscovy ducks. But the Cayuga ducks are really pretty because they have some green feathers, and if you see them in the light, they also a little purple on their wings. One of the ducks just laid an egg here next to the water, and it's almost totally black. Underneath the black coating they are green, and normally they just lay a few of the black eggs in the beginning of the season, and then they'll all be green the rest of the year. But I need 2 hands for this job. So now I cleaned it out, and I'm filling it up with water, and the Muscovy ducks are already ready to go into the water, except this one. She always wants to go lay her eggs by the geese, and they are really angry about it. Now that I have had the new chickens for a few days, I'm opening up their coop so they can come out and eat some grass and get some fresh air. They already have fresh air in there, but still. And they're not afraid at all, and they're just coming out right when I opened the door. So I think this will be really good for them. They can come out and find some worms and other bugs here. And they have all of this space where they can go down to that other little coop down there. And the old ones are still on the other side of the fence, and they're a little angry about the new chickens because they are the boss here. Now you can see the Cayuga ducks a little better. If the sun doesn't shine on them the right way, they just look black, but now you can see the purple on their wings and the green on their head. Now they look black again. I'm trying to go onto the other side so the sun can shine on them on the right direction. And then you can see, especially on the drake, he's in the middle and has a little bigger head. He's really green. They're just so pretty. Now I'm finished over here, and we have this little road between the house and where all of the animals are. So I'm just walking over here and into the garden. This is the way we always go inside of the house, through the utility room where the chickens are. Then we can always put our dirty boots out here. And this is the big box where they're in. We only had them for a few days and they have already grown a lot. But thank you a lot for following along once again, and please subscribe and go on to Instagram on Vestas Farm Life, where you can also follow us. Bye bye.